good morning once again. I'm also president of Student AERO, or AIAA, and we are essentially the astronautics and aeronautics chapter on campus for the AIAA Nationals. So, in previous years, AIAA has had pretty big influence on campus, and we've actually tried to expand that and make it a little bit more marketable and try to increase the interdisciplinary aspect of the organization and try to make incorporate a variety of other opportunities. So we focus on four main aspects. We're trying to obviously incorporate aviation, aeronautics, but we also want to implement different programs and events that enforce engineering concepts, research, and then also outreach. Outreach, I mean like community outreach, having volunteering opportunities and TA opportunities at different schools to help extend STEM education. Like I said, we have a number of projects each year. So this year we actually have a CANSAT. We're actually building a module to send up on a weather balloon to measure atmospheric conditions. Have team building support for independent student research. Some other students actually interested in building UAVs and other devices themselves. We help connect them with faculty and students, help them build a team so they can actually make their project successful. And volunteering positions, we're actually working with Dr. Sims at NCSSM to try to help students hold TA positions and potentially even teach their own seminars at the school to kind of give them the teaching experience and also kind of enrich the education, the high school education of students in the U.S. So to give you an idea of what our schedule is for this year, this semester we had a general meeting. We also had an alum visit from SpaceX, who is actually very interested in potentially collaborating with us for future projects, especially the UAV project coming in next semester. We also had a Kitty Hawk trip. Unfortunately, it did not happen this past weekend. Just due to the weather, we're probably going to push it off to the spring. We're actually going to go to see the Kitty Hawk Memorial, where they actually first flew the Wright brothers plane. To actually see the Outer Banks and potentially fly kites and fly some of our own planes out there. In the spring, we typically have a visit to the Boeing plant in the region, just to see the industry aspect of it and see exactly how an engineering degree in aerospace engineering can actually take you to building planes on the floor. And then Washington, D.C. trip is actually a new thing that we're trying to implement. To be one of our biggest trips. We want to try to do this annually. We actually take students, a small group of students potentially, to Washington, D.C. to see the Smithsonian, the aviation Smithsonian, and actually also see a variety of other memorials there and see how, I guess, aviation has evolved over the history of the U.S. and also internationally, and see where the future is. Also, we're going to have industry workshops to try to connect students with different industry alum, and try to give opportunities, internships, job opportunities to help them build their connections that can help them through their future career. So primarily what we're approaching EAC for funding is the DC trip, because that's something that we've never done before. I really want to make that trip successful so we can have returning students go to that year after year. Tentatively, we're thinking 15 to 20 students. 1/4 of which should be from Trinity, 3/4 from Pratt. Like I said, the only reason we have that breakdown is just so we want to increase the interdisciplinary aspect of this group. Bring in disciplines or knowledge from different fields apart from just engineering. I want to bring in chemistry, I want to bring in physics, I want to bring in biology. Because we feel like that's the future of aviation and aerospace. We're really going to need the interdisciplinary aspect to make some of these missions successful. And we want to start here at undergraduate level. So this is our tentative schedule right now. It's probably just a weekend trip. Depart on Friday, actually go to Smithsonian for the bulk of Saturday. Take some tours, see the observatory. They have a number of demonstrations there and opportunities to kind of explore both the history of aviation and also mellow with some of the different experimental sides of aviation and aerospace. That's all at the museum itself. And also Sunday, just to give them a chance to actually explore DC for some people that might not have the opportunity, some of our international students, to actually see DC as a whole and to kind of see how aerospace and the rest of that culture work together. So just a rough breakdown of cost, including van rentals, dinners per person. This is assuming 15 to 20 individuals. That's going to run a total of $3,000. We're hoping that with the support we get from EAC and the funds that we're getting and donations we're getting from other generous sponsors, potentially we can make this trip very successful for future years and make this actually one of our key events that we can do every year. Thank you. Do you have any questions?